going on, guys? Brandon Outdoors, how's it going? My Animal House, what's going on, brother? How you doing? King and Queen, how's it going, buddy? I'm gonna post the stream link in the chat here. If anybody wants to jump on, feel free. Big Dog Johnny Ray, how's it going, brother? Let's see. There we go. It's better. Bradley Height, how's it going? You want to hop up here, man, if you want? There's the link there. I said if anybody wants to jump on, jump on. Very slowly. Yeah, I hear you, man. What's up, Bradley?
What's up, nephew?
Not much, just chilling, man. I was over at Coin Collector Ohio stream there, and he was talking about Silver Superman and Buyer Boys ripping people off and stuff, and just unreal, you know.
Hell yeah, it is. Yeah, I'm still at Red. I'm about to get ready to leave right now.
Yeah. What's going on, Dallas?
What's going on, Redneck?
Not
How
much.
you feeling today, bud, man? How you feeling, man?
Oh, I feel good, man. Feeling a lot better.
Yeah, I'll jump back on when I get home. I'm only 5 minutes away from my house, so I'll jump back on in a minute.
All right, man.
All right, man.
Say what?
I've been keeping you in my prayers. I know you've been in and out of the hospital, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah, no, I feel like 100 times better, you know?
Yeah. I can just imagine.
Yeah, well, they gave me some antibiotics and stuff, and I'll tell you, man, like, them antibiotics did really good, man, I'll tell you.
Yeah. It's good to hear that. Yeah, you're getting better, man.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Well, I was pretty sick there for a bit, you know?
Oh, yeah, we just lost a friend. We just lost a friend that's been sick for a while. She's been gone for 4 months. Everybody was asking where she was at. And she ended up passing away a few days ago, but like 3 days ago.
Yeah, that was Kristen B, right?
Yeah, that was, yeah.
Oh, we got my brother Liberty. How's it going?
Liberty Seeker, what's up, man?
Not much.
Hey, Dallas.
Just chilling. I was just telling Bradley I was over at a Colorado Coin, or not Colorado Coin.
Yeah, Queen, it is crazy.
Yeah, Coin Collector Ohio, and he was going on about community members, certain community members that owed a bunch of money to people and ripping people off.
I was just over there. He just got off of that live.
Yeah, like it's crazy, man. Like I don't understand.
Why they would let him get that much anyway. I just told him, I just said it in the chat. I said, you guys are crazy to even let them owe you that much.
Yeah. Hey, Amy.
How do they owe, I guess? I don't follow how they owe.
Okay, so like for instance, like with Tim, you know Tim. So he had a deal going on with Buyer Boys, okay? And Buyer Boys supposed to send him a bunch of stuff, in trade for some of his pours and stuff. And, as far as Tim knew, Buyers was a good guy, his friend, whatever, right? And that sent him his pours, and Tim still hasn't got a package from the guy, dude. Like,
now somebody like that, man, they deserve whatever they get. If it's somebody like that, man, they deserve whatever they get, man. That's called karma, man. karma. If you do bad to other people,
Yeah, it's just crazy, man. Like, I don't see the point in ripping people off. I mean, it's
no, it
ridiculous.
doesn't make no sense at all. At all, because
Yeah.
it'll catch back up to you eventually.
Well, exactly, right? Like, oh wow, I got the other picture up here. Oh well, I don't care. Um, I I told Tim and a few other people, man. I got some videos coming out soon, man. I'm calling out all these fucking scammers here that I've caught so far in just the last week. You know,
But you got to
and
remember one key thing. You got to remember one thing. Watch
what's
out for
that?
that because YouTube could come after you for if they think it's going to be against their guidelines too. Don't forget.
Yeah, but the thing is, I got proof,
Oh, if
and
you
I'm gonna
got proof,
put
then you're good. You're good then if
yeah,
you got proof.
yeah, I got proof, and I'm gonna be putting all the proof on video. Like their words exactly, their voice, the whole 9 yards, man. You
Yeah.
know,
I mean, yeah, if it's like that, then you're good. You ain't got nothing to worry about.
yeah, yeah. So I mean, basically, it's them ratting themselves out. You know what I mean?
You gave they got the rope and they hung themselves, huh?
Exactly, man. Exactly. And that's how dumb these people are. You know what I'm saying? Like, not only are they out there ripping people off too, but they're admitting to it. You know what I'm saying?
That's
So
the
what?
funny part. That's the funny part.
Right?
They talk and then they sit there and don't think that the people they're talking to knows the people they're talking about. That's crazy.
Right? Right? Like, does that make them an honest criminal now? I don't know.
No, not at all.
What do you got there, Liberty?
That is pure heaven in a bag. Just did a small little video on it. It's bacon jerky.
Ooh, I have to go
Nice,
watch this video.
nice,
I have to go watch that video later.
nice. Yeah,
Yeah.
I've I mean, everybody knows me in the community. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Oh, of
this
course.
this is this is the thing I don't understand, man. Like, I've been around this community for about a year, a little over a year and a half, maybe. And
Yeah.
anybody who knows me, knows that I'm the type to gift and to help people out when they need help and stuff
I
like
got,
that. You know what I'm saying? And dude, I've been ripped off more than you could imagine, dude, and it's unreal.
I've only known you for a few months, man, a couple months now, and I have never seen you do anything wrong to anybody, man. All you have done since I've seen you and I've been around you, not talking to you, but been around, seeing you communicate, it's all been good. It's all been 100. You've been 100 with people, man. I've never seen you disrespect nobody or anybody really disrespect you personally in front of me or around me. That's
Yeah,
I haven't seen you disrespect nobody.
yeah. Hey, Scrap to Cash, how's it going, man? If you guys ain't sub to him, man, go check him out. I watch his channel all the time, man. He's got a really good channel. There, I'll put the link back in chat. I mean, Amy, anybody in chat. Y'all wanna hop up here, hop up here, Red is the best pimp ever. That's right, Amy. I'm the pimp, you know. I mean, you got them American pimps, but them
Female.
American pimps, they ain't nothing like us Canadian pimps.
Are you from Canada?
I live in Canada right now. Yes.
How far are you from Saskatchewan, Canada?
Uh, hey, Amy.
Hi.
I'm originally from Germany. I was born in Germany, just outside of Berlin, and then I moved to Marysville, Michigan, in the States. I lived there for a bit, got my citizenship there, and then I went back home, went into the army, and then from there I came to Canada, man.
Still waiting for you to come to Texas, brother.
Yeah. Oh
Right?
man, I'm telling you, man. This year, dude. This year, poor party, dude. Heck yeah.
If you come to Texas, you better tell
Hey,
me.
what part of Texas?
What's that?
Hold on, all three of us.
I'm in Texas too.
Oh,
Yeah,
you
I'm
better
Texas.
tell all three of us then, because I live in Texas. I'm in Dallas.
Yeah, I'll
I'm in
be
Dallas.
I'll be going
You can tell
to
by my name.
I'll be going to Brownsboro, Texas. Up by Tyler, up by Andy's area. I believe you're in that area, right, Amy?
I'm a little bit south of it, but I know yeah, it's like an hour, so I'll be there.
Yeah. 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 Yeah, we're actually gonna be looking at some property when we're there too. So
Nice.
You can come look at my place and buy it, but it's a little
Yeah.
further away.
how many acres you got though?
Oh, it's just a little over an acre.
No. See, I'm looking like 100 acres plus, dude.
Yeah, I don't have that.
Yeah.
Texas is expensive for land.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I know, but I'm one of them people, I don't buy nothing unless I can turn a profit on it. And
Yeah.
the acreage is where I'm gonna turn the profit, you know what I'm saying?
Depends on what part, but yeah. I mean, average acreage out here where we're at, I think goes for undeveloped, is anywhere between, I'm going to say probably 20 to 40,000 an acre.
Right,
And
right.
then you put amenities on it, utilities and the house, and then obviously it goes up. But yeah, that's your average acreage cost. And in my area, and I'm on the outskirts of Houston.
Right. Well, I was talking to Tim
right in
about
the middle of you two, because I'm just north of Lufkin.
Yeah. I was talking to Tim about it actually, because I guess there's a lot of cattle farms up in Texas. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's what I was I'm doing my research right now, man. I've never ran a cattle farm, right? Like, I mean, I buy cows, I have cows, but I buy them to slaughter, right?
Right. Well, most people do that here too.
Right. But he was telling me, if you got the acreage, stuff like that, you basically
How much is acre in the state of Texas?
Yeah, like I basically just using my land for, cattle stamps, right?
Right. I mean, there's all kinds. I mean, you can raise, slaughter cows for meat, or you can do milk cows. Some people do longhorn. It just depends what you're into.
Yeah. Well, like here in Canada, I mean, like my farm's tobacco, right? I mean, I know everything there is to know about growing tobacco, but unfortunately, I guess in Texas, there ain't really a whole lot of tobacco up there, farms, right?
No, not out here that I'm aware of.
Yeah. Hey, Captain Dirk.
What's up, Reed? How you doing? Amy, what's up?
Hi.
Dallas County Scratchers. How you doing?
What's up, Captain?
What's up, Seeker? How you doing?
Good. Yourself, brother? Ain't seen you in a long time.
Oh, I've been around. Just not very often. I'm kind of
420
hibernating.
More quality instead of quantity, huh?
No, just hibernating, really. No, I've been doing a lot of sleeping.
That's what I've been doing. I just woke up.
I'm trying not to pay attention.
Hey, Phil. How's it going? Nick Muller, Victoria, John Francis, David Carlisle.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of great people.
Hi, everybody. How you doing?
Yeah, Arkansas actually, their land is not too expensive. We were looking at moving there before we moved back here because, where I'm at, average cost runs right around the 25 mark. Unless you're getting like into Tyler itself. Then of course it goes up because it's a bigger town. So, but the outskirts wise, land is expensive. Unless you're going West Texas, you can get a lot of it for really cheap.
Yeah.
Cool.
See, like I was like Arkansas. So like, do they have a lot of grow farms there?
I'm not sure what all they have that way. Somebody else might know better than me, but I do know that the southern, like in the Arklatex region, so right in that corner of Arkansas down there, down the southwest corner, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah, Arkansas's got
And
pretty land.
land is not very expensive.
Right.
Come here, baby. Come on.
Yeah, I just don't know if I could deal with all the rain you guys are getting, though. You know, I mean, it's nothing like my snow. You know.
Sure.
Yeah, we don't get snow, but maybe once every 2 years.
Dallas and far
Hey, Mo.
west Texas will get it.
Hey, Mo, what do you know?
Mountains in Arkansas, Missouri has cheap land over in the Ozarks.
Yeah, Missouri.
Yeah, but you're only going to be able to, function. Well, I guess it's kind of like Canada. You're only going to be able to function only certain amounts of months out of the year, and then.
True, but I mean, it's not like I don't have other investments. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I mean, like for the most part here, like with the land, like I got 3,000 acres, right? So I mean, with the land I have, I grow tobacco on it. During tobacco season, I rent out my acres, to a farmer, right? And I mean, pretty much that pays for the whole year, and then plus I get profit from it too, right? So like I'm not selling this land, I'm keeping this land still, because we're gonna be here during the summer, and then hopefully in Texas during the winter months.
You can be snowbirds.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I'll tell you, man. These winters and the different climate changes, man, this year have been crazy. Like one day it snows 10 feet, the next day it's sunshine and warm, and
Yeah, it's a warm winter, dude. It happens every decade or so.
it's insane, like I mean that's how I got a here, like it just all the weather changing and everything, you know what I mean? You just get so
That is
sick.
because the magnetic poles are flipping.
So Canada's gonna be like Texas eventually, is that what you're telling me?
No.
Nah, it can't be that good.
It just means you'll have to hold your compass upside down. That's all.
Yeah. And the water will start spinning the other way in the toilet.
Does that actually happen, man? When you flush your toilet, does it spin the other way?
That's on the other side of the world.
That's Australia.
That's in the southern hemisphere, buddy.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know.
I was just joking.
I'm not.
No, look it up. I don't remember the exact hoo-haws about all of it, but yeah, it is true. The magnetic poles are actually flipping. This has happened before. So we're seeing huge shifts in weather patterns.
Every 50,000 years or so, it happens.
Yeah, and it's nothing that's going to be like boom and it's done. It's always been going on and it's gradually happening, and so that's why we're all noticing that. Winters are really weird. So up north in Michigan, first thing I noticed was our winters definitely started later than normal, and they were shortening up a bit. Right. But it seemed like we were getting a hell of a lot more snow than, the average. At least
like 3 years ago. Okay, I mean we were getting snowstorms where like every day we were getting, between 5 and 7 feet of snow. You know what I'm saying? And now, I think this whole winter so far, I've only seen 1 7-foot snowfall. That's it. Like it. It's just now it's just like light dustings,
Yeah, this year is a warm winter though. That's for certain.
Yeah.
Even here, we don't have the freaking huge ice banks on every street corner like we usually do this year.
Yeah, and it also depends on whether it's a La Nina or an El Nino year.
Right. Hey,
so an El Nino year be a lot of moisture.
Yeah.
La Nina is going to be.
I don't even know if my comments even going in the chat.
What happened?
Yeah, I was just reading chats a while ago. So say hi to Tammy there. Sorry I didn't see that earlier.
Hey,
Yeah.
Tammy, how you doing?
Hey, Tammy. Tactical, how's it going? We got America here. JP Lawns and more. How's it going?
What up, Knox? America.
America, if you want to hop up here, brother, I'll throw the link in for you. Man, I think this is the most people I've ever had in the chat, dude.
Sorry, I didn't
Yeah,
mean to bring everybody.
you're getting popular.
Right? Like I say let's pour and I get maybe 11 people in there. You know, I say
A
let's
zombie
chat.
apocalypse because the world is going backwards on us.
Hey, Bradley. Hi. How you doing, Brad?
I can see a civil war happening, Civil War version 2.0 happening before the zombie apocalypse. But if the zombie apocalypse does happen, I mean, we do have The Walking Dead, so that's good. We've learned some things. We'll be all right. We should be all right.
I mean, you're just gonna chase them all the way anyway. So what's
Hey, 710 is oil.
Yeah, I mean, you got me, so don't worry about it. I got you covered.
I hear the place to be is Texas, though. If that ever happens, you know. I mean,
Dr. Who, how you doing?
Y'all got your massive, overcompensation for firearms there. So you know.
Well, I would agree Texas or the UP of Michigan. Not because I'm biased, but because the UP of Michigan is a lot like Texas.
Yeah.
Montana's got a good
Yeah, a lot of ice and
weather
collection there too.
Yeah.
Although the zombies will freeze in the wintertime. So you got that. And then you can start picking them off because they're frozen.
How are they gonna freeze if they're dead and they can't feel it?
Well, their bodies can
freeze from the weather.
You can freeze a carcass.
Well, yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
And if they try to go in Lake Superior and then come back out, boom, Instacube.
Instacube. That's cool.
Hey, Captain, you're saluting me in your background. You know that, right?
Yes.
Hey, Johnny Five, how's it going? Seeing a lot of new people in here, man.
Hey, up, Johnny.
Terry says, "Well, Trump's got that wall going up." Well, I'll tell you, man. When I get into the office, I got some things to add to that wall.
Laser beams.
That's right.
Like a freaking hot tub every freaking 100 feet.
Right. And a Tim Hortons. I got to bring that shit to Texas because I can't go.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah.
I mean, the border towns.
I mean, your guys' Krispy Kreme shit, that's just not going to cut it, man. I got to have my apple fritters,
Christy B. Who is Christy B? Sorry, I'm going back in the chat.
Tammy.
Kristen B is a YouTuber that's well known in a lot of communities. She was sick for a while, and she just passed away a couple days ago.
Who?
Kristen B.
Johnny Five is alive.
Tammy, be careful. There's a lot of Trump supporters in here. They might take you down.
Yeah, Tammy, I might have to get my mods to time you out for that one.
No, I'm not saying I will. Just a warning. Just be careful. You never know.
Yeah.
Hey, Phil. Coffee again. That's what I say.
Yeah, I just finished a cup of coffee.
Have you ever? Well, you lived in Michigan, right? You've had Tim Hortons, right?
Me?
Yeah.
They don't have Tim Hortons up in the UP. They have it down in lower Michigan, I'm sure. But Tim Hortons, Dunkin' Donuts, that's none of it ever really impressed me.
Are you a Foragers girl?
No.
I don't care for
Coffee
any.
wise, I like my Green Mountain. I use my
Green Mountain's okay. Yep, Green Mountain's good.
Yeah.
Green Mountain Dark Magic. That's what I drink.
And yeah, what was the other one? Death Wish coffee. I like Death Wish coffee.
Oh,
I had
That's
this coffee
good.
sent to me from a friend on YouTube, and he sent me this coffee. It was called Okulao or something like that. And I mean, don't get me wrong, this coffee tastes amazing. And then when I Googled it, which I shouldn't have did, I realized that these monkeys and stuff ate these coffee beans and shit them out, and that's what gives it its flavor.
Yeah, and then they process the beans. I mean, you can take solace in the fact that everything is sterile and it's not going to hurt you, but effectively you're drinking monkey poo.
Exactly.
Well, I don't think it's monkey. It's the honey bears.
Is it honey bears? I thought it was
I believe.
I
something.
don't know. Still, man, I felt pretty
Wild
disgusted.
animals too.
I felt pretty disgusted drinking something that came out of the rear end of an animal. You know.
It's supposed to be pretty expensive stuff too, but it's something to do with the digestive process. Yeah, it's supposed to change the flavor.
Yeah, like the guy who sent it to me said he spent $100 on this bag of coffee.
How does every stream I go on turn into the monkey poop coffee conversation?
I don't know, but I know I was just on a stream when we were having this conversation. I thought it was a cat. But yeah. I have not had the Black Rifle coffee, and there's another one that I just saw. Which now that we're talking about it, I'm sure I'll see 15 more different ads on Facebook when I go on there. But it was an ad that popped up on Facebook. But I don't remember the name of it. But it looked interesting. So I might give that a shot. But yeah, I like the Death Wish. My girlfriend got some and sent it to me. She has another one that I actually have. I kept the copy. I told her to keep the coffee bag and send it to me when she was done with it because I really like the design on it.
Yeah, that's the name there. Hold on, that's the name there. Koopa Luka. That's what Phil said. Yeah, that was the name of it. Yeah.
Okay, I've had Biohazard coffee, which was advertised as the strongest coffee on the planet. I've had Jackass coffee, which was also advertised as the strongest coffee on the planet. Or it wasn't Jackass; it was like the horse's ass or something like that. I got it from my friend Lyle up in Canada, and then freaking somebody else sent me Biohazard coffee, and they were both advertised as being the strongest coffee and this and that, and they were palpitation-inducing brews. Yes, they were.
Hey, I'm going to step out for a second, Red.
All right. If anybody wants to hop on, there's a link. Feel free to.
Oh, yeah. Hey, Hector, how you doing? And haha, what's up, buddy?
No, I just figured I'd start up a stream, shoot the shit, man. I mean, it's I don't know. I guess in a way I'm just kind of getting bothered in a way some things are going around the community, it's just, I don't know. But I mean, I guess you get that with every community,
Pretty much. But like I had said in CCOs, I said this to somebody else in the discussion that you're going to have assholes in every group. There's always one. Never fails. However, when you're in a hobby or any of these hobbies that is effectively surrounded by money in any aspect, whether it be precious metals, actual money, you know what I mean? Money of any sort, you get a lot more scammers, people doing whatever they can to get it for free because it's money.
Yep. It just sucks though, because like, I mean, okay, for me, in my experience, like I haven't been getting ripped off by the smaller channels, you know, the ones that aren't well known. I haven't been getting ripped off by them by all means.
Right.
I mean, I haven't had a problem with them. It's the bigger channels or the more well known in the community channels that have been ripping me off left, right, and center. You know what I mean? And
Right.
these are people, you know, that I guess I'm gonna say now pretend to be your friend, you know, and screw you over in the end. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's why I haven't got nothing from you yet, because I don't have any money.
It sucks because I mean it's happened to me a few times over, whether it's, you know, money not paid for things that were bought from me or me paying money for things that I bought, and things were not returned, you know, were not ever sent.
I mean, look at that whole deal we had to go through with Silver Superman, me and you, because you got me that coin. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right. And, you know, so I did what I do. I didn't put them out on blast on YouTube.
Hey, Terry.
Other people had, but I didn't.
Captain.
And I
Right.
just started shooting emails off to people and being like, look, I will, unless I get confirmation that this is being done. Because
right.
this is a gift. I didn't buy this for myself. It's one thing if I had bought it for myself, but I bought it for you,
Right.
you know. And no. You don't do that.
Right. Like that's what I'm saying too, right? Like, so these people that have, screwed me, I've emailed, several of them, and I'm giving them the fair benefit of the doubt, the chance to, either reimburse me or make it right, or whatever. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I told them straight up in an email, like, you got 2 weeks to do so. If you haven't in 2 weeks, damn straight, I'm going to send a video to every person I know in this community and have them post it on their channel too, And I mean, I've gotten multiple people saying, yeah, like they'll do it, but I don't want it to come to that, you know what I mean? But
Right.
at the same time, I don't want to see other community members get ripped off by these people,
Exactly.
So
Have you ever heard of the Black Magic coffee?
Yeah, it's either I protect one person or I protect 100 people. You know what I'm saying?
Right. No, if you do something like that, and I'm behind you 100% if you do it, but expect the shitstorm.
Yeah.
Because it's bound to happen. But just be strong in your ethics and be like, hey, this is what happened and it ain't right.
Yeah, that's why like I don't mind like auctions, like okay, I mean like Joe Durbin's auction, solid guy. I mean Phil
made a point in that.
Phil stands by his stuff, you know what I mean? Like, I know if I had a problem with the stuff and I sent it back to him, I know he'd replace it, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Same with Cajun, Big T coins, stuff like that. Michael Kittle, don't have problems with him. But now you got all these new channels coming out doing their auctions, and it's like, you haven't built your name to you know what I mean, validate what you're selling. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Well, it's kind of like, I look at it kind of like tattooing. If you're going for your first tattoo, most people are so excited that they just want to walk into any old tattoo shop and get a tattoo, whatever it might be.
Yeah.
And they don't.
I try to get one that has a good reputation.
Right. But most people, especially the younger they are, they don't do their homework. They just walk into a shop, tell them what they want, and get what they want.
I always look at their books of not their flash work, but the work that they've actually done, their completed tattoos. And I like the ones that especially like the ones where they have an album that's sitting out there that has like either the whole process or like pictures from the process, or they've got before and after pictures. Like,
Look at
this is
that.
what it looks like completed, and then this is what it looks like healed later on. You know.
I was young and dumb. This is exactly what Amy's talking about right here. Okay. Look at that. Look at that. It's fucking shit.
Right.
That's
Yeah.
easily covered, though.
So what you do, what you need to do, and what people need to do, and it's the same thing, and they don't always realize. And you know what? We're young, we're dumb, we're human, we make mistakes, and we learn. Hopefully, we learn from them. But it's the same type of deal when it comes to coin auctions. If you can't see the coin, they're not willing to show you what you want to see on that coin, you know, if they won't flip it over, or if they won't, you know, whatever the case may be, there's little things like that. You don't buy from them. Don't buy from them. If you've heard things that maybe they're not the greatest of people, don't buy from them.
Right. Right.
It's
But see, this is
if you've heard anything bad, you know, if you don't like their work, if you've seen their work and you don't like it, why would you go in there? Why would you do that? If your friend got a tattoo and you didn't like it, what's going to make you think yours is going to be any better?
Right, right. But see, this is my problem, right? Like some of these channels that have did this to me, I haven't seen no videos on you know, putting these people out there and what they're doing. And I think that some of these channels, the reason why they haven't is because some of these channels are pretty big channels, you know what I mean? And I mean, at the end of the day,
So they're afraid to put them out on blast.
exactly, because at the end of the day, that big channel could wreck that small channel in a heartbeat. You know what I'm saying?
You know what? And if they do, and I know a lot of people wouldn't do it because it's a scary thing, and especially if you've worked hard on your channel. But even if they did, at least you were right. You know,
Right.
karma's a bitch. She will come back around.
See, like me doing my wood burning and stuff like that, I was kind of surprised on how fast a lot of people likes my work, especially for some of the channels that I've already done, like Slacker Stackers and Rose Dragons avatars. I was kind of surprised that how they like my work.
Yeah. But like
That's what I was doing.
but like I mean
I'm talking out there.
I'm talking like channels that, you know, have, you know, 5,000, 10,000, 20,000, you know, plus subscribers. You know what I'm saying? Like, to me, I'm a small channel compared to them, and I'm almost at 2K, you know? But, I mean, I'm not going to get monetized no matter what. I'm not worried about that, you know? But I personally think, like, I mean, I got a bunch of videos getting edited in the process right now as we speak. And over the next, you know, couple weeks, like I'm gonna be releasing these videos. And I mean, I don't really care who on YouTube thinks I'm an asshole. I mean, so be it, you know?
You sound like me.
Well, I mean, at the end of the day, I know I'm an asshole, so I don't really care. You know, it's in my blood. But at the same time, I look at it this way. You know, I'm protecting other people in the community. You know,
Yeah.
and, for them not to get ripped off. You know?
I know that people run their mouth behind the scenes and freaking talk all kinds of goofy shit about this person or that person or even me. And something I learned a long time ago, dude. What other people say behind my back is none of my fucking business.
Well, it's not.
True,
it's not. But
I don't even care anymore.
Right. I don't care what people say about me either. You know what I mean? But it's the sheer fact that, you know, I mean, now I'm starting to see a lot more younger generation getting into the coin community and stuff like that, you know? And, you know, I mean, they don't know, you know, from a real coin to not a real coin to, you know, if a 1 ounce round should go for $100 or $20, you know, they don't know the difference. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, for me to do these videos and to bring out these people that are doing this to this community, you know, I'm protecting that younger generation too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, man.
Because I mean,
man, I appreciate that you're freaking giving everybody freaking, you know, some snake glasses, you know, be able to freaking see the snakes, dude.
Well,
you know?
exactly.
You give them a little bit of insight and freaking be like, you know, keep your eyes open. You
Well,
know,
exactly. I mean, because at the end of the day, this, like Amy said, I mean, this is a hobby that has to do with, precious metals or money or, whatever, right? And I mean, it don't matter if you're a kid or you're in your 60s, man. You worked hard for that money somewhere, you know. So why sit there and let somebody scam it from you? You know what I'm saying? And you get nothing for it, you know.
Right.
See, the way I look at it, there's a lot of the way I look at it, there's a lot of snakes in the grass. You just gotta watch which one's going to be there for you at the end of the day.
that's why I wear boots.
Guys, I agree with everything you guys are saying. Redneck, when you said about don't care about monetizing, neither do
Yeah.
I think going slow and keeping steady on the people that you like, Amy and Captain Jerk and Terry, I've known for a little bit now, and it just seems that I'm pretty skeptical of a lot of people because I worked in loss prevention, so I popped a lot of people for stealing, even my own employees. And I've got this suspicious nature really at the most, and I'm trying to lose that because I've been in it so long that I always have a suspicion on people. But once I get to know someone,
But
I kind of get the feel for them after a while because sometimes what they do in their actions rather than their words seem to carry more weight. They'll say something, and it doesn't come through. And what you said about going non-monetary, stuff, and getting the quality rather than the quantity, I think that's a good way to go.
Well, it is.
Hector,
It is.
you
But I
remember,
mean, that's not why I'm not monetized. Okay, let me tell you. Okay, I got the subs, I got the hours. Okay, but
What's your name?
I got an email from YouTube saying because of my name on YouTube, they will not monetize me. Okay.
What, Redneck?
Yeah, Redneck. Yeah. So, and they said, if you change your name, we will monetize you, no problem. And I told them to go fuck themselves. It ain't happening.
kiss my tip.
You know.
Kiss my tip.
I've had this channel now for a year and a half, and now they're just bringing it to life. You know what I mean? Like, screw that, right?
I've been Captain Jerk for over 10 years on YouTube, dude. Kiss my tip.
Right?
Hey, I'll tell you what, Hector.
wrong with
If it
being
looks, tastes,
redneck?
and smells like bullshit, it's probably bullshit.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
There's
the
nothing
number
wrong
one
with the
rule.
name of redneck.
I'd like to get monetized. I'm not entirely worried about it. I've been, letting people know, hey, I need some help with watch time. I don't expect it to happen overnight. I'm still 2,400 hours, well, less than 2,400 hours away from it. I probably would have been there by now had I not had to move and rip a house apart.
I've been seeing
Not something I'm gonna freak out about. It is what it is. It'll happen when it happens.
Yep.
I've been seeing RGG been putting live streams up to help people to get their hours in the past week now.
Yeah, there's ways to go about it, and I've been on RGGs, and just out of the blue, he sent me a camera. I wasn't able to use it, so I went back to RGG and said, "Hey, I got it. Thank you so much. I truly appreciate it, but it didn't work.
Yeah.
Do you want to give it away again, or do you want me to give it away? Because if I can't use it, it might as well go to somebody who can." And
that's cool. That's cool.
His channel.
Well, I want a TV from RGG, and RGG messaged me and said, "Dude, I can't ship it to Canada through Amazon, right?"
Right.
And I said, "Okay, yeah, no problem." And he's like, "No." He's like, "But give me your PayPal. I'll send you the money for it." And I was like, okay, like you don't have to, but okay, And sure enough, he sent it through my PayPal, and I went on the Canadian Amazon and bought the TV. You know what I mean? So,
right.
I mean, he's a great guy, and I'll be the first one to tell you, like, like these growth streams that are out there, they're not necessarily a bad thing.
No.
Like they're to help your numbers.
You gotta watch which ones you go to, though.
Well, yeah, but I mean, like, okay, I go to Island Life Fishing stream every night, and I mean, now he's doing Sunday Stacker promoters, so like every Sunday night, any coin channel, any stacking channel, any pouring channel, he will promote them to get them subs, on Sundays.
No, I haven't been to his yet, but I've heard all you guys talking. I need to get over there.
Yeah, he's a good guy. Like I talked to him on the phone too. I'm doing a big project for him here coming up soon. That's in the works.
Well, that's the
You
thing too. Like I've strayed away from coins, not personally because I do them at home, but from making videos just because life has been crazy. It's been hectic.
yeah,
Um, so I'm trying to come up with ways that I might be able to do some stuff to get back in the motion of everything that I've done. But like on top of it, be able to show you guys what else I do because I only work a couple hours a day at the kids' school just to help out in the cafeteria. Otherwise, my time is here, and I either do housework or I do like I just did a couple logos for Bigfoot,
nice.
and they turned out super freaking cool. Like I'm really super proud of them. I'm waiting for him to get them so that I can then make a video and be like, boom, check these out. Um, because what I honestly want to be able to do is be able to not have to work at the school cafeteria and be able to work from home doing the art and stuff that I enjoy doing.
I should give
That's
you
my big.
my wife's email. Honestly, she's got all these programs and stuff that she uses for like my editing and stuff and Redneck Metal's editing and all that stuff too. I mean, she does some pretty epic stuff too. But I mean, you could check out them programs too, and it might help you out.
For real, absolutely, because that's the one thing that I am severely lacking on is like video editing
I'll
programs.
be back in a minute.
Like, I'm
Yeah,
just using the crap that Windows has, and I mean it works. You can do with it, but it's definitely not the quality
yeah,
content
like
that I
she
want.
does. She does all that graphic designing. She, computer programming, all that stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Um, like she's very, very smart when it comes to technology. I mean, me, I just learned to plug in a VCR 3 months ago. Um, so yeah,
Hey,
VCR
don't, hey,
beta.
redneck, don't
yeah.
forget
No,
that's
I'm
an
not, I'm
art.
not. I'm not
Nobody
lying.
knows
I'm
how to
not
do that
lying. Okay,
anymore.
I still have a VCR in my room, and with the little sidecar to put the tape in to rewind it. You know what I'm saying? I
You,
mean,
yeah, do you know how many Disney VCR tapes I've got from Disneyland? I
oh
mean, I've
man,
got like 60, 70 of them. I can't throw them away.
dude, I got literally my basement is wall to wall shelving of all VHS, dude. Like,
You're kidding
you
me.
know,
Oh my
no,
God.
like
Oh,
come winter time, I hibernate, man, and I grab them VHS tapes and I'm watching them all day long.
I got rid of all of mine, but I used to have a huge one of those big Rubbermaid tubs full to the brim. I had even I don't know if y'all remember, but even like the first couple Harry Potters I had on
Yeah.
VHS because they still had VHS or early 2000s, and that
Smokey and the Bandit on VHS too.
I had all kinds of Disney movies because I'm a huge cartoon person and I love Disney movies.
Well,
Um, Alice in
I,
Wonderland's one of my favorite books, movies,
I,
everything.
I go
Yeah.
back further than that. I go back when Quad Sound was back in the late 70s. I used to sell Quad Sound front stereo and rear stereo, and then I went to 7.1, 9.1, 10.2. I do all the wiring and all that kind of stuff. Boy, if you ever see my extra room, it has nothing but like speakers and TVs and it
Dude,
all
dude,
hooked
you
up
guys.
together.
All right, I'm
Nice.
gonna tell you guys a secret, but you gotta swear not to laugh at me, okay? This
Yeah,
this
that ain't
this is
happening.
this is how old school I am, okay? I got an A-track player in my truck, okay? And when me and my old lady go into Walmart, I literally carry it in Walmart with me, okay?
I got one a little bit better than that. I'll talk about old school. I've got in my 57 truck an RCA Victrola record player in my truck.
How
Nice.
the heck does that work?
It doesn't work that well. Every bump he goes, every time I play it. So usually I park it and then I can play it.
Yeah.
Now the 8 tracks are actually worth some money these days because there's collectors. They're collectible. People want them.
Oh yeah.
The Kizlas are too.
Dude, the first time my old lady gave me a Blu-ray movie, I literally legit thought it was a CD, dude. I tried to put it in a CD player to play it. Yeah. Yeah, it wasn't happening.
Yeah, my kids
Sorry
haven't
for
made a
laughing.
difference, but we ended up going pretty much strictly digital in the house because my kids can't take care of anything that's CD related, DVD, Blu-ray. They end up
I know what you mean. I got a 6-year-old and an 8-year-old. They both like to destroy everything they touch.
Yeah, I have a house full of boys, so like, yeah, I don't keep anything nice around because it gets destroyed or broken. It
You
never.
know what I'm gonna do? From now on, I'm not buying my grandkids or my kids when they were little. I did the same thing, but when my grandkids come around, I buy them boxes, and they play more with the boxes than the toys that were inside of them.
Oh, totally.
But the boxes are worth more for some stuff too, though.
See, we got that
We have a
Netflix.
ton of lumber outside. They'll make bike ramps and stuff and little
Mhm.
houses.
My 8-year-old brother playing on his tablet. My 8-year-old brother playing on his tablet, and my 6-year-old would rather watch YouTube on TV.
The
They
first
try
thing
to-
that attracts a customer to an object is the packaging. That's the first thing that attracts the customer to the object. Is the freaking advertising and the packaging.
True.
Bigger the box, the better it is, right?
Float
Yeah,
Dizzle, what's up? Trash
Good
Troll,
call.
what are you doing?
Not necessarily. The more flashy it is, the more
Yeah.
it
I don't
catches
know.
the eye.
When my parents bought a new washer and dryer and it came in a box or a refrigerator or one of those old-fashioned barbecuers, we love playing with those boxes. We made forts out of it and
Oh
just a whole
yeah,
bunch of stuff.
yeah.
That was
Passion for
fun.
hunting and fishing, hello.
I know. My
Oh.
kids think I'm mean because I take their electronics away. My middle boy, my oldest is in Montana, but my middle boy, he has a cell phone because they walk to the bus stop. Well, we have hogs and stuff around here. I want him to be able to call if I'm not home or whatever, because they have to walk a little bit to get to the bus stop. So
Well,
for that,
today,
or when they're home, if I'm running late or running behind, I had to run to Tyler, I had to run to Lufkin or something, then they have a way to get a hold of me. He's almost 12.
Amy, I took electronics away today from
Why is
6
it
different students. 4 of them went in one class because they thought I was not going to do it, but I took their phones away, gave them to the office, and the parents have to pick them up.
Yeah,
Dude,
that's what they do
I'm
at
not
the
happy.
too.
I
And
get
we told
so
them here,
mad.
if that phone gets taken away from them because we actually have to pay. We pay like $1 every time the phone gets or a tablet or something gets taken away. That's what the school does. And I was like, if I have to pay to get this phone back, which it's a brand new iPhone, I swear to God, you will not talk to anybody until you're graduated from high school.
Dude, I get so
That's a
mad.
mean mommy.
I get so mad, man, when my wife takes my TV remote. I'm not gonna lie.
Teacher takes stuff away from me. I wait till they're not looking and I steal it back.
Well,
I've
they
been
can't.
so involved with technology in the last few years. I take my phone away from my wife. Hey, talk to me. She's always on Facebook.
Dude, I just figured out Netflix, man, and I'm telling you, man, I freaking love that shit, dude. And she gets so irritated with me because I'll watch it till like 6 o'clock in the morning, you know?
Hey, that's not bad.
In my room, it's the only TV that's hooked up right now. So, if Rainer's babysitting his brother because I have a meeting, then I'll let them watch the TV. Or if we're gonna watch a movie together, which we don't very often, I rarely ever turn that thing on.
I don't
My
have a
husband
TV.
watches it every night when he goes to bed when he's home, but he's not home that
Well,
often. So he
I've
doesn't
been
get
watching
The one thing
less
that kind of
TV.
irritates me nowadays is here where I live. These kids got it made so easily in school that everything's pretty much handed to them, the answers and everything like that.
Yeah.
Here where I live, everything's done all on tablets or just mini laptops or whatever you want to call them.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember back when I was in school, you get those books that are about like that freaking thick, and you had to read them just to know what the answer was.
Right.
Hello.
And you had
Well,
to carry like a
I go back here further
backpack home every night just to do homework.
Yeah.
Terry, I might go back further than that. I go back to the time we had to memorize everything before we could do anything else. We had to memorize our timetables, our
Oh, you're
our
just older
writing
than me.
cursive.
I'm only 37.
And we
Oh,
had
well,
to learn how
I'm
to
twice your age,
do.
sir.
I'm not that much older than you, Terry, and we had to memorize everything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I can't. Rayner's diagnosed ADHD, and I mean, the boy is. He goes from 0 to Pantera as soon as he wakes up, and he escalates throughout the day, and then he goes to sleep. He's out, and then he starts talking in his sleep. Boy's
The one
mouth.
thing bad about me, it kind of hurts me. I don't know how I made it through constructions for 10 and a half years because all in high school, you can look at my math grades, it was an F. But when I done construction, it's like I knew what my math was. So try to
Because you
explain that.
applied. That's because you applied what you knew to something practical, and your hands taught
It
your
makes
brain.
work for you, which is what we're
Yeah.
trying to do with my youngest, Trajan. He's in first grade. Now he's learning addition and subtraction. He's doing really good. But while he's doing that and like asking us in the car, hey mom, what's 6 plus 6? Because he knows the answer, but I'm always like, you need to tell me. And so
Hey, Amy, I ain't trying to step on your toes or anything.
if you have 6 twice, that's 6 times 2, 12. And so I'm trying to get him to, do that. But when it comes to
Amy,
construction
that's a,
stuff, he's really good. Just
Amy,
I
that's a
Amy,
good that's a good
Amy, I ain't trying to
technique
step
because
on your toes or anything. But have you tried that ABC mouse with him?
we used to because he had speech issues for a long time, which he still, I mean, you can understand him now. He's a lot better as he's gotten older. But for the first up until he was actually really up until last year, his speech was really behind. He's grown leaps and bounds in his speech. So we did it for a little while.
Is he? You don't mind me asking? Is he autistic?
No, Trajan is not. He is just. I think a lot of it was because when he was born, Rayner, my middle boy, talked for him all the time.
Okay.
And
Well,
he always talked for him and took care of him. He was always there to help him with anything.
That's kind of
And so he never really had to do anything. He's the baby. So he got babied really bad. So
well,
he
I'm sorry for trying to step on your toes. Sorry for trying to step over the boundaries because my oldest, Jake, and before we moved and he had to go to a different school. When he started school, he was having problems in kindergarten and first grade. And we tried that with him, and as soon as he got towards the end of first grade, he started doing a lot better with it.
Yeah.
Amy,
I
have you
didn't
ever
mean
heard of?
I didn't mean to step over boundaries. I didn't mean to make it sound like I was trying to step over boundaries.
No, you're fine. What's up, Hector?
Have you ever heard of Khan Academy? KHAN Academy.
That sounds.
It's a K through 12 program. It's free, and it goes from mathematics, social science, science, physics, from kindergarten all the way to 12th grade physics, trigonometry, even coding is in that program. And we use that a lot for our kids to see what their level's at. And it tests them. And when they fail a certain section, let's say the linear equations, and they fail that section, and they're in the 7th grade or 8th grade, it actually repeats it all over again until they get it and master it, and then they go to the next level. And we've noticed that I even got my grandson on it. He's in first grade doing addition, subtraction, and double digits and triple digits.
Yeah.
And he's doing really well. And if you wanted something that enhances his learning time and his learning curve, you might want to try that.
Do they have reading in there?
They have what?
Reading?
Yes,
Yeah.
They have English, writing. If you take a look at it, it has all the subjects you have in school for every grade level.
That is, I mean, his math is getting infinitely better, but his reading, and part of this too is he's stubborn. And
I was the reading teacher.
How
So
old is he?
he'll be 8 at the end of March. He
Okay,
should be in
was
second grade.
I was gonna give you an idea, but he's a little young
And
for that.
the school up north really kind of failed him. I fought with them to not do what they did, but they did it anyway, and I didn't have a whole lot I could do. So he was in pre-K, and then when he was supposed to start kindergarten, they decided that they had too many students for kindergarten and no teachers. So what they were going to do is take all the young children, the ones who were 4-year-old, that the parents had signed them up for kindergarten. They're taking all the 4-year-olds and all the trouble kids, basically. The ones who weren't quite up to par, and put them in a graduated kindergarten class. So their kindergarten would be over 2 years.
You trying to say hello to everybody?
Instead of just putting him through. And I said, no, you need to put him in kindergarten. I know my child. He's not stupid. He's stubborn, but he's not stupid. And that's the same issue we're dealing with is if he doesn't want to test, he's going to sit there. And it doesn't matter who it is. He will be as stubborn and hard-headed as you can believe just to not do it.
Yeah.
It's not that he doesn't know it. It's just because he doesn't want to do it. And
Guys, I'm going to go on mute.
So his scores are seriously lacking. But when he's in the car, when he's at home, and he's reading his words or reading his stories, he's pretty good at it. I mean, he's a little bit behind because because it's the difference of schooling from where they're at here versus where he was at there. So we're working on it, but they're talking about holding him back yet again.
Is that like does he have like a short attention span type deal? Is that what you're saying?
Not really. Rainer.
That's what it sounds like to me because my 6-year-old has a really short span on him because every time we try to get him to concentrate on something, it just seems like he'll concentrate for maybe 10 seconds, then it's gone.
Well, he'll do that, but you got to remember too, if it's something that he wants to do and something that he wants to learn, like working on a truck, working on a car, he's always
like that's
when it comes to
exactly
vehicle,
it's all
in
about
front
what
of me,
he
and I'm like,
to do. Yeah. So it's not like a diagnosable ADHD thing like my other is.
No.
It is totally being stubborn because he doesn't want to learn it. And I keep telling the teacher, especially at the beginning of the year, she's like, I don't know what to do. I don't know. I said, he is testing you. He is testing you. Be strong. I'm giving you. Do what you have.
Me growing up.
Be strong. I know my kids.
Like with me, I could be working on a car and I can have my 8-year-old out around, and if I'm working on a car, he's right there at my butt. He wants to work on the car with me.
Oh yeah.
Like I'm the same way though, right? Like
he started doing that when he was a year old.
Yeah,
I had him working on the car when he was a year old.
Yeah, like I'm the same way though. I mean, I got a whole list here the wife's wrote up that I gotta do, but I mean, I turn around and do everything else that I want to do. I just ain't got time for it because I don't want to make time for it. I mean,
right. Most people are like that. If it's something that they don't want to do, think about it when you're at work. If you don't want it, if you're working in a kitchen, you don't want to do the dishes. It's going to take you twice as long to do the dishes than if you were like, let's get these done. But if you're like, I don't want to do this, and then you kind of just meander and screw off. That's just human nature.
What about maybe doing like some kind of reward system for him? That way he's got something at the end.
It won't work.
It don't. Yeah, it does not work.
It won't work.
Tried because his behavior. Okay, so they do 4 colors. Green is good. Yellow is you were all right for the day, but you weren't the best. Red is you were being a shithead, and black is get this kid out of my face before I boot his butt out of school.
Yep.
And, he's gotten a couple blacks. He's gotten a lot of reds, and he's gotten some greens, mainly yellows and reds. And I know some of it is because he just didn't want to be there. And And
Yeah,
he
Sounds like he's
very
bored.
creepy.
I had a bad day.
If you don't entertain, if you can't get their interest in it, you know, you got to. To me, like when I was growing up, I was a smart individual, but I would get bored with my classes and my instructors, and basically, like you said, just F off. But if I had interest in there, I was entertained, I guess we'd call it, then I did phenomenal.
Right.
So it's finding that niche that it intrigues your child or any child
God,
to be
leave me alone.
receptive
I like your shirt.
to
Amy.
whatever's going on. If you stick a book in front of them or a piece of paper in front of them, some people aren't receptive that way. You know, they're going to resist it, fight, and act out.
Right.
They need to maybe entertain another way and see what works with them. But unfortunately, the school systems these days are,
You have to have a diagnosed condition, and because I just went through that trainer, and
Yeah,
and
I have a hard time handing it off on maybe I'm wrong, but the ADHD things and all that. I mean, it's let's pump our kids full of pills type thing. I have a hard time really getting on board with that.
We did the medication with Rainer for a couple of years. Actually, no, it wasn't even. I think it was maybe a year and a half total. And I recently started medicine. We will find other ways around this.
I'm gonna go. Tim can come up.
They can't straight up say.
Well, guys, I'm gonna have to hop off here. I got stuff I gotta get done.
Right.
Thanks for letting me join you, Red, and Amy.
All right, Terry.
Good night, Hector. Good night, guys.
All right, good night.
See you later.
They can't verifiably, they can't just say, hey, your kid needs to be on pills or medication, because they're not allowed to say that. But, already they're like, we have to do something to get his attention, to keep him in his chair, to keep him in his seat. It's like, I'm doing what I can at home to get him where he needs to be. When he's in your care, that is up to you. And I understand that he's out here, but I will do what I can. But I'm not going to just go to stick him on a bunch of medication, because the longer you're on that kind of medicine, the more it screws up the chemicals in your brain. So what am I going to do to him when he's an adult? I want him to be a functioning adult. I don't want him to have to be on pills because he's suicidal when he's not, because the chemicals in his brains are screwed up, because I needed him to sit still in class. That doesn't make it worthwhile.
Yeah.
What's going on?
I wouldn't do that. Hey, Tim. What's up, brother?
Thank you, sweetie.
How was work?
It's busy.
Yeah.
Long time no see.
Okay.
Yeah. And I've been working a lot, Liberty.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, it's good to work. Hey, it's better to work lots than none at all, right?
That's right.
Hey, Trapper Nation, how's it going?
How you doing, Trevor?
Well, I just got off work.
Fucking Shane.
Hey, TLC, I haven't heard seen you in a while.
Yeah, I've been working a lot, man, lately. A lot of people ain't seen me in a while.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, hey, overtime, time and a half, double time. Yep, I'm going to take it.
Yeah.
Been chasing them rats. There's big rats in that apartment.
No. Heck no.
Yeah. I did.
Yeah, fried steak.
Did some pours today earlier on private
did
chat.
you?
Yeah, on private chat there, and yeah, I'd say I got 1.5 that came out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was gonna mount the one that but Shane's like, no, I want that. So I was like, okay. then I poured him the Harley bar, and then I gotta freaking get Groot for him. And oh, dude, I'm telling you, man, that one is just a pain in the ass to do, though. You know.
Oh man.
But yeah.
Yeah, after I got off with you earlier, we got slammed. Everybody in the nations, I guess, looking for an apartment right now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Both offices were full up today. She shooting in. I think we had like 7 people waiting in there while we were doing the applications for the ones that were in the office. So I was going outside handing applications to them, fill them out while you're sitting here waiting. What's up, Shane?
Come on, Shane. If you want to hop up here, you can. But I tell you, I'm gonna tell you to shut the fuck up. Just let you know.
Hector, are you still on there?
Yeah, still here.
It was called Con what?
It's KHAN Academy.org.
Okay.
Hey, I'm about to jump off. I gotta take the wife home, so I'm gonna be driving.
All right,
Yeah, I'm gonna get off here too.
All right. Well, I'll see y'all if you're still on when I get back to the shop.
All right.
All right. Later.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Yeah, I know. I was over at. Oh, there goes Hector too.
Yeah, he said he was going.
He said he had.
Okay. Yeah, no, I don't know. I was just nobody was really on, man. So I just figured what the hell. You know, I'm just sitting here anyhow. You know.
Hey, it's all right.
Yeah, figure I'll do some ranting and raving about some stuff and shoot the shit and you know.
Yeah, I heard. I was lurking for a while until I got home.
Yeah.
So,
Lurking Lou.
Yep, I sure was. I had him playing on the daggum desk while I was out there in the foyer at the office talking to like I think it was 4 potential residents, you know. And I was like, look, this is what we have to do. So y'all got to fight over it.
So what are you doing now?
Property management, a apartment complex.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Good deal.
Yeah, he's got a highfalutin office. What he got?
Ooh. I have a
Yeah.
highfalutin cafeteria.
Red like my deer skin rug and my big long table in my office.
and his flowered seats and you know all that.
Yeah, my flowered chair.
He's got more flooring space, man. I swear to God, you play floor hockey on that all day.
Oh, I love me a good pickup game of floor hockey. Just because I can't ice skate, so you know.
You hear that?
Yeah.
Look at Shane, man. Look at Shane. You could be pouring red like slavery. Hello, you know.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, Johnny Ray. Oh, speaking of which, Johnny Ray, thank you very much. I saw your message up there is a little ways about my watch, my playlist.
Corn dog.
Corn dog.
Yeah, if you guys don't have Johnny Ray, hit him up, man. We're trying to get him to 1K. So
get in.
Oh yeah, I've had Johnny Ray for
Corn dog. Yeah, a lot of great channels came in here tonight, man. I was surprised, man. Usually I get like 11 people, you know, when I'm pouring, and you know, I
You
think
always tend to stream when I'm busy doing stuff and I can't get on, or I can only get on real quick to say hi and then I gotta run.
Right.
trying to find a highfalutin truck. Oh man.
No, we had like 26 people in here tonight, which is pretty good.
I've been to finalize the sale of my old truck and go get me a new highfalutin truck.
Sweet. Hubby was trying to get himself a highfalutin truck, and I went, is it a Jeep? No.
We looked at the Jeep Gladiator.
The only ones the Rubicon, and those
I don't
suckers.
like Gladiator.
I'm not a big fan of them. I've seen a few driving around. They've done up pretty nice, but it's not right.
I'll tell you
Yeah.
right now, the worst truck out there.
It's just not right.
I'll tell you this, man. The worst truck out there is that eco fucking friendly fucking Dodge.
Yeah.
Fuck. I just bought
The
one of
one
them.
you got.
Yeah, exactly. I just bought one of them, and so it was running a little rough, and I took it in. They're like, "Oh, you need to change out your boots and your spark plugs and all this crap." So I'm thinking,
And you
okay,
just bought it?
I just bought it, right? So I go in there, and I bought the 8 spark plugs, whatever, and they're telling me, no, it's 16 spark plugs. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about?
I told him that the day he bought it, that it had 16 spark plugs.
Yeah,
Holy crap.
yeah. It's a piece of shit.
2 spark plugs per cylinder.
Yeah. It's a piece of crap.
Corno, why are you in the hospital? He's waiting to get discharged. Well, I hope you're all right, dude. Obviously you are if they're gonna send you home, but I hope everything's okay.
Yeah, I hope so.
Oh, Phil.
Hey, Phil.
Hey, Phil, why don't you come on up, Phil? Johnny Ray, you can come up too if you want, man. Come on, I know you got some things to rant about.
He had back surgery.
Oh. I need to have the same surgery Phil just had, but I need insurance before that happens.
So I'm assuming, Amy, that when you said you got a cafeteria, you're working at a school.
Yeah, I'm working at my kid's school right now. One of the ladies, she took 2 of my puppies. She called me out of the blue a few weeks back and was like, "Hey, you need some work? Are you looking for a job?" And I was like, "Well, not particularly, but why? What you got?" And so she said, "Just a couple hours a day." I was like, "Well, why not? It gives me a reason to get out of bed at a normal hour." So
Yeah.
but the problem is that so I've been doing this. Thursday will be 2 full weeks that I've been there, and the stuff that I've noticed because I've ran restaurants, so I know all about what's supposed to be what temps and water temperatures and oh lordy. So yesterday I went and got my kids a bunch of shit. They're gonna start pumping their lunches, and they ain't eating breakfast there neither. No freaking joke.
Hey, John Francis.
And the guy who's running it is an ex-Marine, and I guess he ran the mess hall. Supposedly he knows what he's doing, but
Let me tell you something. All right.
Let me elaborate on that. Marines are known for eating crayons, my dear.
What do you want me
they're known
for?
for eating trans.
Yeah, they are. But not only that, okay, everything, any mess hall or DFAC, any branch of the service, except for Air Force, okay, everything they cook is in a damn bag and they just boil it in some hot water. The Air Force actually cooks, okay? Because believe me, when you got to go to an Air Force DFAC, you went. And you went like a prancing horse. I ain't playing.
The only time in the Marine Corps, the Army, or the Navy where they truly cook is when there's a high-ranking officer, usually a star.
Yeah.
That's when they cook. Otherwise, you get slop.
I mean, when it comes to a restaurant, like I understand you really have to be on top of your game when it comes to cost, because that is where restaurants go down. They're one of the hardest businesses to actually be successful in, because people don't realize how much you need to actually be on top of that game. And they're not. And he is extremely dollar oriented to the point where I have to go ask him for a garbage bag.
Yeah.
And I have to ask him for clean rags.
Yeah.
And then he's going to give me excuses and reasons of why we shouldn't
I shouldn't be asking for clean rags every day. And I went, so who's washing these? And he's like, oh, well, they sit in a bucket of soapy water all day. So are you keeping that water up to temp? Because that soap ain't going to do a damn thing if that water is cold.
Nope.
Just, and it's so yeah. I went and got my kids a bunch of food to pack lunches, and they can eat breakfast at home.
Smart. It's better that they learn that habit anyway.
Right.
It's just overall, there's so many people that are just too lazy to provide their own food and prep for themselves.
Yeah.
It's not good.
So
Hey,
it's been fun. I don't know how long I'll be there, but
What's up,
for
Clinton?
the time being, it is what it is. So anyway, I'm gonna bounce off here. I'm gonna have to get dinner ready, but I'll be in chat.
Well, thanks for coming, Amy. I appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Good to see you guys.
Later, Evil Amy.
Bye, Mr. Phil.
How you doing, sir?
Mo, what's going on?
How you doing, Phil?
What's up, Mo?
Mr. Bradley Hyde, the Graphite King, is back.
The Ugly Socks King. What's going on, Mr. Ugly Uncle Ugly Sock?
Yeah, I was doing that earlier, Mo. I was lurking at the beginning of his stream. And then I finally got home and I popped in and said hi to everybody.
Yeah, I've been here since he popped off the stream. I just really didn't want to talk too much.
Yeah, I was just sitting at work, filling out paperwork, and had him playing on my phone,
Are you back to work, brother?
Yeah.
Good for you, man. Good for you. It's good to hear.
Yeah. Property management.
Hey, there's money in that shit.
There is. Hey, it's a real good job, man. It's lax. Me and one other person, and literally we just talk to people all day, every day, and rent out apartments and schedule this and collect money when the money comes in.
Yep. Well,
So,
if you ever need advice, talk to Mama Lou. That's what she does.
oh yeah.
Yep.
The biggest thing is because like where I work, it's Section 8, so there's a lot of rings you got to jump through. There's a lot more
red tape.
Yeah, there's a lot more paperwork with Section 8 than there is with like just regular apartment complexes or condos or whatever, And don't get me wrong, the place is gorgeous. Red's seen them. I've showed him inside of units and stuff. They're gorgeous.
Yeah.
I mean, we go all the way from 1 bedroom up to 4 bedrooms. So
yep.
Yeah, they're nice places, that's for sure.
The 4 bedrooms are right at 1,400 square feet. So I mean, they're nice places. They didn't, just do them cheaply. They did them nice. Like they spent some money on them.
Yeah, they're not ghetto units, that's for sure.
No,
Well, you still got to hold code no matter what, but
I mean, they're pretty highfalutin, man. Even the cockroaches got their own toilets. You know what I'm saying?
No, them places there. The whole complex ain't not even 2 years old yet. So a lot of vouchers and stuff come in. There's a lot of paperwork.
I'd like to get to that point.
I've never in my life had to do a voucher for, like electricity and stuff like that. I have now.
You'll get used to it.
I never even knew that type of stuff existed.
What do you think you pay your taxes for?
Cooking in a mobile. How's it going? It's a new channel. I haven't seen that channel in there.
Oh shit!
Huh?
Who you talking about?
Cooking in a Mo?
How you doing? How you doing, cooking? Yeah, I haven't seen that one either.
Yeah. Holy crap, man! I had like 2 people jump up down.
Yeah, Amy, that's what I'm going for is, just to, because the lady that is there, the other lady that has that other office, she's trying to move, or get the office in Henderson. So
Thanks for having me back up, Red.
Yeah, no worries.
so I'll be in this one by myself.
Yeah, so if anybody
Climbing
didn't
the
know,
corporate
yeah,
ladder.
this is Redneck Stackers channel, which is my channel. Just the name underneath me, for some reason I forgot to change it. That's my other channel, so I guess I'm kind of double promoting here, but
Hi, big country scrapper. How you doing?
yeah, I took over Red's channel.
You kicked his ass out of his own stream.
Yeah. I'll take over Tim's eventually. Just wait till I get to Texas. I'll hop on his channel and pop up a stream when he's not paying attention.
You'll have to actually get the key to the YouTube room first.
Yeah.
Hey, Graphite King, you pouring something over there?
Yeah.
What you got, buddy?
You gonna be pouring this weekend too?
Yes.
I'm gonna have that. I'm gonna say mold, but it's not really a mold. I'm gonna have that thing done for you for Island Life soon.
Okay. All right. I'm ready to do it too.
Yeah, it's gonna be big though, man. I'm thinking in copper, it's probably gonna be about 2 to 3 kilos.
Okay.
So
I got it covered. I got about probably 50 kilos on the table now.
Jeez.
Yeah, it's gonna be. I mean, but at the end of the day, the detail's gonna be there, and it's gonna look epic, dude.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, we got a lot, man. We've been just melting down stuff and pouring it into bars so we can pour it later,
Yeah.
And getting the stack set up.
Well, that's what I was supposed to do today, man. I was gonna take my truck into my unit there and go through some stuff and get some brass and whatnot together and all that. And then Shane was like, "Oh, why don't you go into the apartment?" And I'm like, "Shit, I totally forgot." So I just pulled a Yui and went to the apartment instead. I still got all that crap sitting in the back of my truck.
You could with the unit. We just went through some more shit there.
Yeah. Well, all I got in my storage. Well, yeah, I got nothing else to tell you in that other storage. I mean, unless you want stuff out of my work storage, by all means.
The storage you was talking about, Shane, is not what you're looking for.
No, I mean, unless you want to buy barrels of copper and brass and aluminum, I mean, by all means.
No.
But yeah.
Bigfoot, what's up, Slacker?
Hey, Bigfoot, how you doing?
Bigfoot. Hey, Slacker.
Slacker. Hey, Slacker.
Don't run away from me if you want to pick you up. Come here.
exactly.
Yeah. So what are you doing, Phil? You going through some coins there?
You got quarters or half dollars?
Okay.
And he's probably got halves.
Nope, quarters.
Oh, very nice.
I have started a goal for the year. My goal is to go through 1 million quarters this year, or 500 boxes.
Well, you better tape up your fingers, son.
Yeah, I don't think I could do that, man.
Well, I mean,
Yeah, no.
it's only 10 boxes a week, which really isn't that much. However, because I've started late because of the surgery, I've got a month's worth of boxes I got to catch up on.
So 10 boxes a week, you said?
Yep.
All right.
You got to remember.
Forgive my ineptitude
You gotta
and my
remember,
math
I'm
and my
currently
deficient math
at work.
skills, but that would be $250,000 in quarters.
Well, he's not
Correct.
buying them all at once. It's not like he's
You
buying
gotta
them all
remember,
at once.
Jerk,
You know?
I'm sitting at work doing 4 and 5 boxes a night at work. So I got plenty of time.
Okay. If I added up everything in my whole life, I don't even think I'd be worth $250,000. Never mind, doing that in 1 year.
Yeah, but he's not buying all the boxes at once, right? He's doing a box,
No,
taking
6,
in.
7 boxes at a time. That's it.
That's still a lot.
Yeah.
It adds up, but like I said, I got a goal. I just want to do something different that nobody else has done, and that's what I'm doing.
Well,
And I'm literally keeping a spreadsheet so I know exactly how many of what I found in each box and just doing something different.
Well, hey, Phil, if you're buying 5 to 7 boxes at a time, I'm just saying, man. You know them proofs you got. My birthday's coming up soon. Just saying.
Yeah, mine passed. Did you forget about that? Where's my gift?
Well, no, see, I got your.
And I was laid up in the hospital. So what's your excuse there, Bubba?
Wait, Phil, you have a birthday? I just assumed you coalesced out of a bunch of fart gas.
See, I was in the hospital too, but see, I got yours on the Never Never plan. You know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
He's got it as a winter thing, but he didn't mean this winter.
Right. Pretty much. Thanks for having my back there, too. You're on the list though. Here, you want me to write you on the fridge? I'll do that.
My Animal House.
Don't worry, I wrote you on that perforated paper. Unfortunately, it fell down the toilet.
Right.
But your name's on the list.
What's up, my
Animal House? Don't worry, I promise.
Hey, my Animal House, how's it going? If y'all don't have him, click him up, man. He's a really good guy, man. He's loyal.
Oh, he's going good.
That guy's read my playlist like 30 times, I swear. And he sent me a T-shirt and some stickers from my truck, man. Some redneck.
Yeah, try going through my playlist. You'll be there for a year, bud, at least.
So what you're telling everybody is my Animal House has got swag.
Oh yeah, he does, man. Oh yeah, and he makes swag. He makes swag, dude. He made me some Redneck Metals decals for the window of my truck and some Redneck Stacker decals for my truck. And then he sent me a My Animal House T-shirt and then my wife one as well.
Nice.
Yeah. Really good guy.
Awesome. That sounds
bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll tell you. You want to be surprised, Jerk? Try going to the bank and telling them, yeah, I'd like to order 50 boxes of quarters for this week.
I wouldn't even be able to buy a half a box.
The face that you see is pretty fucking hilarious. But
Okay,
we can
right
get
now-
you like 4.
Right now, my bank account is such where I'd be surprised if I could get like enough quarters to do my laundry.
Surprisingly, that's what I did this morning. I used my spare change here and did the laundry while I was running errands.
That's exactly why I got a washer and dryer.
I agree
No
with
quarters.
Bigfoot. Just go get a damn pallet.
Believe me, if I could, I would.
Phil, why don't you just go into the armament company and get them from them?
I wish I could, man. There's no access to that for me.
Oh, see,
For
that's how
anybody.
you got to do it here. That's how you got to do it here. Is you got to go to the armament company and get them. Because the banks here, they don't give you nothing. They're
Yeah.
even stingy with pennies. So.
Yeah. No, I luck out. I mean, I've got a lot of good banks, and I mean, because I live where I do, like in my town alone, I've got 4 different banks I can go and pull boxes from. And then the
Yeah,
next
see-
town's another 5 or 6, and the next town's, you know what I mean?
See, we don't have that. Well, we got one bank in this town. There's like 2 banks in the town 15 minutes away, and then the other
Right.
way 10 minutes. You're lucky if that one bank is even open.
I wonder if for credit, if it would be easier to get coins from a
Well,
credit union.
What's
That's also another option in my area. I actually don't have one of those accounts yet.
There's a credit union in Enfield, but of course there's other ones that are closer to your house. I'd
Yeah,
imagine.
there's credit union 20 minutes down the street from me.
It's crazy though, because Jeep and John's saying he's gonna get a whole pallet, dude.
Yep.
Like, can you imagine that, man, having a pallet of like halves delivered at your house? Like, that's not gonna tell
Yeah.
your neighbors to rob you.
That's
You know?
50 grand.
Right? Like, that's just a welcoming sign, dude. Here, come rob me. Here I am.
Yes, you can have the Brinks truck or whatever delivered to you. Yes, you can. That's why I was saying go to the armament company or call the armament company.
Yeah.
They'll actually bring it to your doorstep, you know.
Hey, yarn it out. How you doing?
In Connecticut, you have to have an LLC minimum, and there are all kinds of.
I know
this and
somebody who
that,
does. I know somebody who has an LLC.
I was going to start one up next year anyway, so it's just like I'll deal with it. I'm out and about anyway, dumping coin every fucking day anyway. So what's the difference? I go right by most of them.
Hey, Rob Parker's, how you doing?
Yarn it out.
Actually, on YouTube, you can actually LLC your YouTube channel.
Yarn it out. To clean coins, you'll actually lose value in the coins if you clean them, man. Just
Yeah, do not clean them ever.
Do not.
That is like the biggest no-no on the planet.
Yeah.
I mean, yes, you see the metal detectors, take soapy water and rub them with their fingers or whatever. Or they might take like a soft bristle brush and go like that just to see what they are, but they don't clean them.
Yeah, you don't want them to be like shiny clean because you manually did that.
Yeah.
You want the old patina, you want the old everything on there. Leave it as dirty and original as you can.
Yeah.
It cleans his.
What? I'll clean your clock if that's what you want.
You'll clean his cock, dirty bastard.
I could just imagine.
Hey, red buys clean coins.
Yeah. and fakes.
Oh, shit. Don't start that now.
You just imagine Red with a feather duster. Here you go. That's it. Well done.
Don't forget the little maid outfit.
I'm trying.
How about that?
I'm trying
How
not
about
to think of that.
How about that just for you, Phil?
Do what?
I said I bought that just for you, Phil.
Well, I already got one. You didn't have to buy it for me. I live in Connecticut. We're well known for being raped up the ass. You might as well look cute while you're doing it.
My goodness.
Oh God.
There goes this for you.
Time to pay your taxes. Everybody grab your ankles.
Rest of us didn't say nothing.
I was waiting for Shane to wreck it, but no, Phil got that one.
I mean, come on. You guys were talking about expensive property at like $25,000 an acre. Literally, the house that's I can look out the back of my property and see 2 lots that are for sale for $150,000, and they're only an acre.
There's quarter-acre lots around here that are pretty freaking pricey.
It's funny that you're talking about 25,000 an acre, because just right down the road right now, it's only $7,000 an acre.
Yeah, well, that's what I was telling them, because I was telling them, like when we come down there, me and the old lady are gonna look at some property down there, right?
Yeah.
And so I was telling them that, and they're like, well, there's an acre and blah blah blah. It's like, dude, I don't want 8 acres. Like, I want something I can make money off. Like 100 acres. Something like that. Like,
Yep.
what's the figure? Like, what is 1 acre gonna do for me?
I mean, the biggest thing around here is probably the J&J Ranch. It's up for sale right now, and it's 850 acres.
See, that's what I'm talking about.
And then there's the old like, I think it used to be like an old bird sanctuary or some crap. I don't know. They got this big old like bird cage thing on it, but it's 65 acres.
Yeah, that's not enough.
Like 15 is just fine.
No, my game plan, I already got it down on the paper. I just got to put it in effect. Next year, I'm going to start with the property flipping and the real estate. 6 years. 6 years, I'm buying a dream property, and it's going to be nothing less than 500 acres.
Welcome back, Liberty Seeker.
Welcome back, Liberty.
What's going on?
Yeah, that's a lot of daggum acreage.
Yeah, I want a big old piece of land where I can just forget everybody, put my house right in the middle. So fuck yourself, solar panels, and leave me alone. If I get bored, I'll jump on the horse and ride around the fucking property for the week.
That's the way to do it.
That's what I want. Leave me the fuck alone, land.
Is we're gonna head right home or
Yes, I was running. You just mind your business back there, youngin.
Yeah.
Ought to do like Red would do, just time everybody out in chat. It ain't got a rich.
What's up, brother Brian?
What's up, Brian?
Brian flipping your bird, Red.
Brian, you want to come up, man?
He's madder than hell, Red.
He's like, why didn't you freaking let me know? Nobody let me know. What the fuck, man?
If he pops up in the basement, I'll screw.
You're gonna screw him? Is that what you said?
No, I'll screw you up, you dork. Dick up, you freaking hoser.
Oh, Caesar.
Up, Brian. Liberty, whoever.
Fucking Yankees talk crazy.
I know.
First come, first serve.
Oh
No,
yeah.
the crazy Yankees are definitely the ones in New York and Boston.
No, there's plenty
The
of
other-
freaking nutty fucks in Connecticut, dude.
Well,
Jeez.
no,
We got
there's
two
just
on the
shitbags.
panel.
There's just shitbags in there, not the funny talking ones.
Brian's gonna go watch somebody else's stream now because he's all mad at me.
You remember the wood chipper murderer was from Connecticut.
Oh, I
All right.
remember.
Yes,
Captain
you
Jerk, Captain Jerk, I'm gonna let somebody up, okay?
Yeah, I'm going.
Hey.
Hey.
I don't know
He
what
was in
happened.
a good mood today. Hey, whew.
Let me check which camera I'm on here. It doesn't
What's
matter
up,
really.
Liberty?
Hey, who? I don't saw. Bleh. Yeah. Okay.
Brian's all mad at me now.
Where's Brian?
Yeah. He
He
left.
went over to Condon's stream or whatever.
We won't get no more private chats.
No.
Cause you
yeah.
read.
I'll never be able to stream again. Just let me all know, man, because now he's gonna blackball me.
Bradley's pouring 2 pours for me.
Bradley's awful quiet. Is he working?
Yeah. He's fixing to pour 2 pours.
Bradley's always quiet. That's the way we like him.
Hey, Brad, I got a jet. I'll be right back.
All right.
I actually prefer Bradley when he's drunk. He gives away a lot of really good silver.
Hey, Oklahoma. How's it going?
He gives you the bird, Phil.
That's okay. At least he's giving me something for my birthday, unlike Red.
Shit.
Love you too.
When is your birthday, dude?
It was the 17th of last month.
Oh, I'll catch you next year then.
Yeah, it was literally a week after the surgery.
Hey, come on. I remembered you for Christmas. I mean, give me
Yeah.
that, dude.
Hell,
Yeah,
I've been
well, you remembered my daughter for sure.
Oh yeah. But I mean, come on. Let's be realistic here. If I would have said it was for you, it would have went to her anyways, right?
It always does.
Right. So I just figure I'd cut out the middleman,
Hey, if that's the way to do it, man.
right? Besides,
Believe it or not, dude, she's at the point now where she yells at me if I take any mail and open it before her.
one.
right? I mean, besides, she's
Good
the one with the
boy.
big bowl of M&Ms, anyways.
Is that
She's
a trans?
getting there. She's real
Yep,
antsy
that's
about the
next
$50 still.
Pour 2 come out as good as pour 1. Looks like it.
Over
Yeah,
poured.
go short.
If
Oh,
not,
under pour.
if not, you're getting it anyways.
Damn under pour. Under Bradley now.
Little light on that one. Where my big ass channel locks at?
Don't hurt your damn self.
Probably where you put them, dude.
Yeah, they were next to me on the flow.
There it just fell right out. Okay.
Chevy's a little big, Transformer's a little light.
So see, just chip them both to Shane, they'll be the right size.
Well, at least it's not the Ford logo because you would have never made it there anyway.
I'll never do a Ford logo.
That's because he ain't man enough to do a Ford logo.
Contraire. I drive Chevy. Here you go, Bill. Here's a Chevy bow tie for you.
Oh, there you go. Would you use the actual emblem? The
Yeah, I use my license plate.
Oh, nice.
I use one of these license plate cover things right here.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, I can't wait for it to warm up again. I gotta start pouring again soon.
Nice. That actually looks pretty good, dude.
Yeah, it looks good.
Throw that in the tumbler for a bit. It's golden. I don't know, man. I think it needs some Ford on that. You know, I'm just saying.
Right? There ain't no Ford getting stamped near that, brother. Let's not get crazy talk now.
Just stamp on the back of it. Should have been a Ford.
No, they circled the problem around Ford, brother. All right, let's see here, Shane. Let's see what they weigh.
Man, this cop is just unreal.
The transformer is 1.755, and the bow tie is 2.517. In total, 4.272.
It's not bad, dude. Yeah, go for it.
It looked good.
Back in a bit. Gotta go work.
Tell him to be quiet when it comes up.
Tell who to be quiet.
My kid.
Thought you was talking to me. I was gonna tell you to go somewhere.
Can't believe Brian left, dude.
You pissed him off.
Yeah.
Red, what'd you do to Brian?
Because I didn't tell him I was on stream, and now he's like, I'm going to go to someone else's. You're an asshole.
What a jerk.
I didn't know he was on stream either. Till Tim typed something.
I just messaged him. I said, Brian, come back. I'm sorry. You watch. I'll message him tomorrow and be like, hey, let's do a Redneck Metal stream. I'll be like, fuck you. Be like, who are you? You know?
I don't know. Because Shane didn't want the Decepticons. He wanted the Autobots. So that's why I poured the Autobots mold.
Still think the Decepticons are better.
I can pour him one of those too if he wants one.
Nah.
He said, no.
Somebody has a.
That's my Chihuahua. So what are you doing, Liv?
Me? Who? What?
So what are you doing, Liberty?
What am I doing?
Yeah.
Chat.
So when are you doing your auction?
Man, I don't have a date yet. I don't want to interfere with other streams because I know people have got their norms that they do, and I definitely want people to turn out. To be frank, I think it's going to be probably a Saturday just to be easier on me.
Yeah.
what time, I don't know. I want to kind of powwow with you guys, a few of the people in the community to see what they think.
Yeah. I mean, do it whenever, dude. I mean, obviously you got the sweet quality coins, you know. I mean, people are gonna show up either way, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They show up, but hopefully they'll pay the prices I'm wanting on them. Well, I mean, the prices are what the prices are. I've got a starting price, so I don't lose my butt on them. But
Right.
But some stuff I am going way cheap with just to see if it builds. I mean,
Yeah.
hey,
Are you doing it this month or next month, kind of thing?
it'll be this month. Definitely the first one will be this month. I do want to get it kind of ramped up and let people know. I mean, there's been 24 views on the post I put yesterday of the preview, which, you know, I've got 580 or 90 something supporters, and for only 24 to view it, that's kind of disconcerting. But yeah, maybe not this weekend, because Saturday is my anniversary with my wife, so that might be tied up. No pun intended. But maybe next Saturday.
Yeah. Well, let me know a time and you know, and ahead of time, and then I'll do a video for you. You know, try to get you some people from you know, my channel and stuff over there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, appreciate it. I'll probably do a release video with the day and time, because again, I need to coordinate with some other folks that I'm gonna, you know, hopefully help me out with this first one, or maybe even more than just the first one. But I've never done it before.
One person to talk to, or you know, so I would say is I talked to like Joe Durbin. You know what I mean? You know, because like I know a lot of people show up to his, so I mean maybe you know work with him and see you know, obviously when he's not doing one, you know what I mean? That way it's not pulling away from yours. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah, Joe actually made a comment on that video, and he said he's gonna keep an eye out for it.
Yeah, yeah, and then you know, I mean, he could kind of help you out with it too. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah,
Yeah, because I do want to start doing it on a frequent, you know, maybe once a week basis. Once I get my feet wet, and I mean, I've got a lot of stuff to liquidate. I mean, I have a coin shop essentially in my shop, if you want to think about it. Just as much crap as I've obtained, you know, somebody could open a small shop.
I'll be right back.
yeah. Hey, Metal Detect and NC, did you get my package yet, bro? Man, we were at like 30 people, and now we're down to like 9.
It's my fault.
No. I think it's just because Shane came up here.
We got one more back. We're at 10 now. Oh, now we're down to 8.
Ain't no give a damn what you say, Red.
Yeah, it's all good. I'm not too worried about it. I'm not gonna be on much longer, anyways. We've been going for about 2 hours here. I mean, if you guys wanna hang out, I mean, we can talk afterwards. But probably gonna end the stream here, guys. So we will talk to you guys later. Thanks for coming, and see you around.
All right, brother. Later, everybody.